Meow. Alright. We're here. We're a little late. What else is new? What else is new? I'm always late lately. Like, you ever have a nap and you just don't want to get up again? Nap turns into sleep. Hello, aliens. We're going back to the past. And no, not to play some shitty games that suck ass. That's a different person. Let that boot. I have no idea why my GameCube has to patch every time I boot up Phantasy Star, but whatever. It is what it is. Oh, shit. There we go. So we're going online with the old game to cover the story, because Portable 2 Infinity there kind of left us on that, so I'm kind of curious to how much they changed. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Now that I actually have this broadband adapter, I have the excuse to go back online. Same characters before, by the way. As the last time we did this, so it's the same character. No? There's 20 people online right now. Ah! It's Sonic's birthday. Oops. Oh no, password. What will I make it? It's not like anyone else is gonna play it on the stream anyway, so. Meow. I kind of forgot it was Sonic's birthday. Do I want to do it hard or very hard? I could probably do it on very hard, just that way it's not just a breeze. Hard. Upgrade. Yeah, we have crossplay support. So if someone's on PC and I enable crossplay, I can play with the person on PC, or a person on the Xbox, or a person on the Dreamcast. That's the magic of, The only thing I changed on this character was the hair color. Originally she was red-haired, so I switched it out to gray to match. Alright, so story missions? Where? Alright, episode 1, part 1. We need expert hunters like yourself to explore and gather data from Raggle's surface. Not sure. Job can be joined while in progress. Okay. I'm not sure what that symbol was, but sure. I'm looking at the audio. Yes, I am. I see Sonic! He's behind me! Just hiding there! I didn't realize the characters just popped in during his birthday everywhere. We have a bad situation. We need to act quickly. Okay. Did you hear about the explosion on Raggle? Actually, from the other game, yes. We've lost contact with Pioneer 1. We have no idea what's happened. We sent probes, but communication gets cut off near the surface. What happened on Raggle and Pioneer 1? Are people still alive? The council has made a decision to send a man search team. You're a skilled hunter. We need your help. We have no choice. We have a place to settle on. We need a place to settle on. Oh yeah, I guess the ships are running like low on shit. I asked Irene, my secretary, for first deal. Z, thanks. Could you? Nothing. Take care. Sonic and Tails. fairly certain that that's not even Sonic Adventure 2 Sonic or Sonic Adventure 1 Sonic. I think it might be actually straight up the Dreamcast models. I wish I could go in the first person. Oh yeah, this is on GameCube, by the way, so it's on GameCube with HDMI, so it's sort of upscaled. Once you're on Wrangle, check the status of the residential area. Checking the status of the central dome is a good idea. A teleporter was launched earlier. You can go there directly from here. Maybe a little risky, so please be careful. That's all. Excuse me? Sorry, no, nothing. I wish you the best of luck. We can't return to our planet, so now we must settle on Wrangle. If we don't, I'll try to be adrift in space forever. I'm putting my trust in you. Knuckles! Eggman! Nice visor, dudes. Our planet was tearing itself apart. We couldn't stop it. So we started searching for a new planet, and we discovered Wrangle. A huge transport ship was sent to Wrangle. That was Pioneer 1. Pioneer 1 confirmed Wrangle as a suitable location to settle on, and when we left. Pioneer 2, that was us. Oh, sorry, you already knew that. That was us? Okay. When we received the signal from the land from Pioneer 1, we saw the strange explosion. That's when we made our decision. We set to orbit Wrangle, collecting data before landing. I would hope so. I didn't know you guys landed a ship. If you can put teleporters on, use teleporters, why would you even land your ship? You know? Firecrackers. Like, it's kind of wild to think that it doesn't look like we're on a ship, but we are, because like there's a whole ass city down there and everywhere. It's kind of funny because there's so much detail that they put into this game that you can't really see because of the camera. Oh, did I put my money away? Nah, I got money on me, that's fine. No. The first forest. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just straight up port the level over, but they made their own version of it. Wow, the game's very quiet for me. I don't know how it is for you guys. Oh, what is my volume at, actually? That's a good question. It's my headphones, probably. If I turn the TV up to 90% volume, then I get audio on my headset, basically. Testing. I'm Rico Tyrol. I'm a hunter. This capsule is for anyone who has come here looking for me. I hope this helps you. I don't know who you are, but you must know that there's something unusual about Wrangle. This is important. Pay attention to everything around you if you want to survive. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the full story of this time because I'm actually online, so I'm not limited to what... Oh, that's cool. The server shows HP bars. And the vanilla game does not have that. I kind of like that. Same sword again. It seems beefier in this version. Like, it seems bigger by comparison now. All my characters is fucking tiny. Yeah, I didn't want to put it on stupid hard. Like, I could have put it on normal and then one-shotting everything, but then you don't get. Also, you don't get as many good. You can't actually beat the game, technically speaking, on normal mode. Because Dark Falls does not show its second forms in normal mode. So you more or less, it's... And we had no idea back in the day when we played this that stuff like that was gonna happen. We thought, oh, because we were constantly picking stuff up, We were just doing the grind, picking stuff up and thinking, oh, this stuff's good. Boomas. I don't like their weird Jeez, be careful. You don't want to get surrounded by them. Jeez, Rico. I got a sniper. Oh yeah, and unlike Phantasy Star Portable 2 there, we are only limited like 200 items in the bank and like 30 items on our person. So yeah, with this being GameCube and all that, yeah. Red gates are locked, green gates, yeah, this is all basic generic stuff. Red gates are locked, green gates mean they're open. Of course you knew that. Well, yeah, that's basically common, like, car logic, or driving logic, or at least traffic light logic 101. Oh yeah, they didn't have the giant mosquito things. The weird pitcher plant mosquito things. The Jumanji mosquitoes. 800 HP, eh? I don't want the brand. That's the only problem with all these games. I've noticed though, your attack button is usually also your pickup item button. But I mean... I don't think anything can really hurt me that much, but... I'm just using raw stat against them. Wait. Unfortunately, though, the render distance is not very far in this for some stuff, like the message with the message pod things. Mothmants will keep appearing one after another. That's an interesting name. You have to strike them out at the root. Yeah, well, you can also, although, if they weren't worth 1 EXP, I would say you could just farm them. In Ultimate Mode, they're like the size of little pterodactyls. Save a lot of defenses by using the colored switches. I love how the laser effect. I've beaten the base game of that game, Aliens. A lot of people say it's a lot like this game. My character's name is Fish. Because me and Blood Tarkus have played it. We're waiting for the next update. Although we never could beat the golem boss. I guess the developer's doing a lot of changes to make fixed stats and stuff. It's kind of crazy that basically one guy's doing all that. But then again, it's like there's a few indie games that have dropped that have been crazy because they've been by one person. So not too far-fetched. Like, I'm sure if I knew more about Unity 8, since I know a lot about game mapping, I could probably make a game. But no, it kind of follows the same formula. Central hub, and then you go out to different points, exploring more or less. I think the dungeons in that are a bit longer though. Maybe not. I like how optimized games like that are though. Like, it's like 200 something megabytes to install, and then it's just like, well, there's actually a lot here. Whereas AAA games tend to be really bloated for whatever reason. Probably because they have to emphasize. I was holding the L trigger like I could use lock on. The wolves in this are bigger too, I'm noticing. Like, I wonder if it's because they had to if they reused animation from something else in the universe. Don't go above 10. Ah, shit, I want to pick crap up. Oh, might as well make my setup. Because even this, despite the age of this game and being GameCube, this is... Yeah, NDC though seems to do a lot better though for the most part anyways. But look at, like, looking at this, graphically reminds me of Atlas. There's been a lot of great indie games though, like... Compared to what AAA's been slopping out on the most part, like a lot of the AAA, unfortunately, is turned into almost Disney. Well, there's still features like that in this, more or less, but it's based on your character. Like, my character could have looked a lot worse because there's like almost like bondage costume options, and we haven't even gotten to online too. Once we get there, you're like, oh shit. Like, don't forget, Sega had Rouge the Bat have jiggle physics in Dreamcast because they could, and basically. But I guess also it also makes sense, like, because she's a female character that's well endowed. Of course, they should jiggle. If they were static lumps, they would just look weird. And I guess also because of the time frame, physics like that were probably new. You figure that was what, 2000, 2001 maybe, and they were introducing those kinds of physics. Rag Rappies are cowards, but they like to attack straight on. When a Rag Rappy falls down, it may still be alive, so be careful. I'm pretty sure she was mine as well. Well, you can't really count Jessica Rabbit because it's cartoon animated. So that was intentional. Actually, the whole spiel of her, they intentionally tried to make her as hyper sexualized as possible to try to get away with whatever they could at the time. It was basically just the animators pushing their luck. I don't want the weapons. Why am I so dry? I wonder if I'm getting allergies. But no, for video games, I'm pretty sure Rouge the Bat was my first exposure. I know some fighting game characters had them, but I didn't really play fighting games. Like here, we have a waterfall in the background. You can't really get up and climb up and investigate, and then you have this river right here from flowing underneath the bushes here and all that. Like, yeah, it's still, although I think it's flowing uphill. Whatever. It's simple, still gets the work done. So far, all the capsules here have been just basic shit. Come on, do I have magic? Damn it, you guys are like sponges. I wonder if I should be using my gun. Yeah, I've got a bit more variety. I can't even say it. Variety of stuff I can use. Anti-paralysis. More Little River. I wonder if they made the Force more linear in universe because they figured either they wanted to mix it up Or they just couldn't straight up make it the same. I'm not sure, because it seems weird. I just realized I'm leaving blood splatters on the ground in this, even though it looks like tomato soup beaten spilled. Well, in Rouge's case there, for some reason, it's... No, well, saving. Like, anytime you would start up, like, multiplayer, say, or versus mode, every time you load her character loads in, it's just boing boing in your face. Or even when the stage starts when you're playing as her, it's the same deal. So it's probably safe to say Sega... I wanna... Well, depending on the era, I wouldn't be surprised how many furries Sega has created. Not a bad thing, it's like what you want to like. Because, like, back in the day, we had this cartoon Sonic with, like, Sally Acorn and stuff like that, who's also the same voice actress as Lola Bunny. Give me the strong stuff. The mono stuff is not strong enough for me anymore. Huh, I just noticed it got dark. Interesting. Also, if you didn't notice, the flowing swords... nothing really. The comics kind of end with her being transformed into a metallic version. In the old Archie comics. The Archie comics stopped being made due to a lawsuit between someone who was trying to claim characters as their own, etc., etc. So the Archie run stopped, and then IDW picked up. Yeah, I didn't want to name them. But as I was gonna say though, aliens, if you haven't noticed, the flowing sword in this alternates its color. I don't know if it's because the version I have, because all the versions after this are usually blue. This one, it's very subtle, but it's alternating between like blue, yellow, and green. I think it shows up on stream, yeah. And it's also more clear. It's almost like a crystal, this version of it. Where all the other ones are very bright blue. I know there's like 20 different versions of Flowing Sword in this. And I don't know if I have a real one or not. Oi! At least you guys... The only thing I worry about is getting surrounded by these guys, because even though my defense stat is high enough to deal with them, they can still just basically make me parry, get me parry stun locked. Get out of here. Shit, I'm keeping up garbage I don't want. Sir, you actually hurt me. Okay, it's not as bad as Serious Sam. We're not serious yet, and we have extra lives still, so. This one might actually take longer, I'm realizing, because it's slower pace. Oh, we have a rare weapon. Oh. Okay. Cool. A Caligoggle. And there's the central dome up there in the background. Fuck off, wolf. I didn't realize this game had light. I forgot this game had the ability to make rooms dark and stuff. The hell am I looking at? Speeder? You recovered probe. Oh, it's a probe. Okay, that's it. I always thought those were speeder bikes. How come I never realized it was a probe? Oh, probably because I didn't have all the story context. Just suck back all that water. I wonder if Rouge and Shadow are in episode 2 of this. Now I'm curious. Good job. Is that so? The route to the central dome was blocked off, so we couldn't get a handle on the situation. We sent the probes recovered to the lab for analysis. And my, were we surprised. Pioneer 1 had never reported anything involving creatures. Give me more air. That might be dangerous to humans. Why are they down there on Regal now? Well, you tell me, dude. This just keeps it more and more mysterious, doesn't it? The investigation of Regal must be progressively difficult. Might be for the time being. Please wait until you get further orders. Knuckles, what are you just doing over there? Hunters Guild. The text is also more easy to read in this one. You've been awarded $600. Yay. Will they keep me back up to the lobby? Yep. Move it is. Meow meow. This game does not have streamer mode. Why would it? This was before. This game came out before streaming was a thing. I just realized that. I don't like the fact you have to go all the way back to the lobby, but I get it. It's old school. It's also probably very simple to program. VR. See? Even this game had VR mode. Or VR thing. There's maximum attack. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what was that? Earthquake. Endless nightmare, Stented on fire swirls, search for some. I think yellow is ones I have to download. I'm not sure. Learn the basics of PSO. It's kind of funny because I've never played this game actually online on the original official servers. I've been doing that always on private. And look at the dangerous wildlife around the central dome. All right, that loads fast. Then again, this GameCube is solid state. I see you down there, Sonic. Good to see you, Hunter. Let me get straight to the point again. The way the central dome is now open. They went further to investigate reason for the explosion. The search team was attacked by those violent wild animals down there. There've been so many casualties down already in the dome area. I'd like you to go and exterminate those vicious beasts. Our team's gonna handle it. We need the help of you hunters. My secretary Irene has the details. Please speak to her. I'm telling you what. This guy would not be able to hear anything below him because of that coat. Let me brief you on your mission. I just realized this is so old school. The way the model joints are more like Quake 3. Orders are to exterminate the giant and wild animals around the Central Dome. I believe you've already ran into some of them, so you should be prepared. Prepare to exterminate all of them in the area. Use the transport to get them to the surface. And I'm pretty tough. Please be careful. That's all. Good luck. Oh, also? We know the principal's daughter, Red Ring Rico. Please tell me anything you find about her whereabouts. Thank you very much. Hold on, I was trying to get a... Oh, come back. That image back there. Got a circle in the middle. Come back. 5 things. Damn, I wish this was in high res because there's pictures of stuff I wish I could find out what is what. Although you could also view, play most of this game in VR chat as well still. I don't have body tracking, so I can't exactly like use a weapon in this in VR. Yeah, because you can actually use the weapons and the enemies have stats and all that still. I think I forgot to sell shit, but you know what? Unlike Phantasy Star Universe, I can do this. Somehow, Phantasy Star Universe lost the ability to do this. Run back to town, sell shit, and go right back into the field. Yeah, Eggman's here. He's working at the bank. And there's Sonic working next to the item ID guy. I have no idea what's going on with this dude's hat. He's got like an arm coming off the top, and then another one coming up the back, which I'm assuming is a microphone attacker. Last survivor. That dude's a techer. Then we have Eggman over here next to the banker. The Sonic character's only here because it's Sonic's birthday month. And the reason why it saves after each time like that is to prevent people from cheesing the system. But now I can just go back to my portal. Oh yeah, 4 characters can have 4 portals, so you can actually MacGuffin the map. If someone comes in late, you can drop a portal in town or renew yours, and they can just come and catch up to you in the field. They don't have to run through the whole map like other games do. I think a lot of games need to bring that form of fast travel back. I know you can cheese it in a way, you could, but I mean, like, come on. Being able to go back to the town mid-mission without having to quit the mission, sell your shit, come back in as if nothing happened is a great feature. Especially when your inventory you only have 30 item spots, and like 10 of them already being used by your equipment, more or less. I don't think I have armor of slots on it. I might. Yeah, I do. Hell, I'm using shit armor. Level 60 armor. I'm gonna have to play like ultimate mode to get decent armor though. Or very hard. Stop it. This one's all muscle memory for me able to use the sword in this one because it's all timed hits. Newer games, you can hold the button for less damage. But that's also power attacks. And there is a third attack, but I don't have it on here because not every weapon has a third attack version. I think there was a third one? I don't remember. Although the chat in here is blocking it, I basically have the exact... Yeah, actually, no. My HUDs are overlaying, I just realized. It's inception, HUD inception. Also in Atlas, you're a lot more agile. This, you're very rigid. There's a few things they could do for Phantasy Star Online to give it quality of life updates. Yeah, the health bar is one thing, but I mean, if you had camera options, a lock on, and a few other little things, sure, be enough to bring it up to, shit, I just realized I was wandering around while looking for pods. I don't even know when the 40K franchise started. Wow, it's been around for a bit. Is it like a spin-off? Did it start off like as a spin-off of D&D? I know nothing about 40K other than there's Space Marines and E-Emperor and stuff like that. Isn't that why it's called Warhammer 40K? How I know nothing about, I didn't even know that was a different thing. Kind of like how the Phantasy Star here is basically the sci-fi version of like Final Fantasy in essence. Well, originally that's how it started out more or less. And then it more or less became its own thing. Oi, you little bastards. Kill the rabbit. Even back then they had glowing mushrooms with particle. I just realized even back then they had particle effects, which is kind of neat. I know it's not the same as modern day particle effects. It's probably just like a GIF with transparency, but still, the fact that they more or less are able to get the effect. Maybe not, because it has fade effect too. Oh. We have lens flare. I don't even know when lens flares in games really started to be popping off, because I know some 64 games had it, and then other games just didn't. Not sure what that was about. Don't need the trap. There's an easy way to bypass traps in this game anyways. I know I'm slouching, I shouldn't be slouching. Like, base PSO2? Cause I first played PSO2 when it was, Japanese. This is my first Phantasy Star, cause we played it split screen on GameCube. I played the patch translated version of base. It's a shame that I weren't able to keep a lot of the not crossover, but collab content. And yeah, we are online right now. Because it's the only really way I can get through all the story. I'm playing on GameCube though. Deal with you faster. Eventually I'm gonna cover base on here. Because I've gone through every Phantasy Star. Like every old Phantasy Star. The DPS of a handgun is actually better than the sword I've been carrying through every other game so far. Shit, I wonder if I imagine PSO World still has the drops for everything. Hard shield. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find anything decent in this right now until I go to a harder difficulty. Or later stage. I'm not... Because unlike modern games that rely on RNG, Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2 here, Episode 1 and 2, not Phantasy Star Online 2, two different things. The drop mechanics in this game were just X amount of kills per mob. Or box, whatever, box thing. So you're always guaranteed a drop more or less after X amount. I don't know if the counter starts off RNG or if it's just literally starts at 0. So for example, like the Flown Sword could drop like 1 out of 20 times killing a Hilda-bearer. And basically you have to farm them. Basically the whole gimmick on this one is grind and farm. I actually don't know if the Flown Sword I'm carrying is upgraded. It is. But yeah, anyone curious, there is a private server out there still. Well, a few actually for online 1 and 2. Ooh, power material. Tasty. Yeah, when I built the character Sephiroth, I basically look for a bridge to activate the switch to activate the bridge. He was basically maxed out on at ATP, like literally engineered to be the highest attack power possible in the game. Dude was literally an experiment. just to see what the highest obtainable attack power was. I think it's attack power. Wait, what is my attack power? My attack power is not okay. 900, only 643, 985 with the flowing sword. My character Sephiroth's attack power, I think, is like 4K. So, dude slugs like a dump truck. And the sword that he has in this can basically use a photon blast at every 25% on that yellow bar that's behind my HUD. I don't know, I'm trying to pause. This one? Nope. Yeah, there's a yellow bar that's filling up underneath there. But anyways, yeah. The sword that Sephiroth's carrying in this allows him to basically use a blast every 25%, and it's a blast that covers the entire area that's visible. Totally not OP. Other characters, like my character Char here, has to wait till the meter's filled up to 100%. It's also something that I just like about this lower poly aesthetic of this era. Like, yeah, again, Atlas really captures this feel. Well, it's kind of funny because this is now these games that I don't consider retro game systems and all that are literally the modern retro systems, which means the systems I consider retro must be the dinosaur systems, like the NES, Super Nintendo, and Atari, and stuff like that. The 8-bit and 16-bit era is fucking something. What the hell does 64 fall under? Is it? Did I find my pillar yet? No, I haven't seen a totem yet. I want to know if your character mentions at all if there's writings on the totems in this one. Because after coming off of you can't hit a Hildebeer. If you can't hit a Hildebeer, try standing in front of it. Of course, I don't miss. Fucking just stand in front of the enemy, yeah. Fuck off, sir. Yeah, even though I'm not that fast, it feels like the enemies are just as fast as me. New Genesis doesn't really have a story. That's the problem. It kind of just exists for the sake of them localizing the base game, it feels like. Also, a problem with how they did the base game when they localized it over here was they rushed all the content out and dumped basically all 6 episodes at once on us. Well, they should have paced it like how it was in the original base game. I still sometimes play New Genesis and base. I'm seeing an uptick in base players though. Keep them that way. Map over here is not uncovered. Unfortunately, again, my setup is very reminiscent of this one's setup, so my HUD is more or less covering this one's HUD. When I played base, I don't remember now. Oh yeah, they did censor some of the stuff in the base game. Yeah, man. Nothing major though. When they localized it. There's a few changes that are just weird to me though too in the base game. Like in certain areas where it looks like your areas are like, I don't know if how far you've gotten in base game. I don't want to say stuff that might spoil stuff, so. Anyways, I can say without spoils. There's an area in the game where they, for some reason, when they relaunched it under with the new Genesis engine, with base and all that, they changed the color palette. Oh, it's just like, that's a strange change. Okay, the skybox is animated. I just want to stop and see. Oops. I forgot I could use Resta. It's one of those little things that it's not every game has. That was fog. There's haze. Huh. It's not every game that has moving skyboxes, because at one point or another they stopped using static skyboxes and moved to dynamic skyboxes. So, wow, the skyboxes wouldn't be like... I think in these games the skybox is actually physical. Like a physical model. Oh, yay. Huh. Mono, already full of die, already full of dies. There's the pillar. They say that the giant pillar is a monument built by Pioneer 1, but given recent events, I think it warrants more of an thorough investigation. And what about those weird symbols? Could they be letters? New Genesis is what was the first game I realized requires a solid-state hard drive. Because it would be, when I played it on my laptop, it'd be, since it's all mechanical, it'd be jank. Or my Steam drive is all mechanical. Oh, that's no good. That's weird. New Genesis is the only game I own that can use all 12 gigs of my video card. Just don't try loading New Genesis base game on the Xbox Series, because whatever they did to the UI scaling for base does not work. It's like they designed it to be on like an 8K TV or something, because when you play it on a small TV like I do for my streaming setup, the font is so tiny you can't read it. Yeah, it's fine on PC, but I'm saying like they really dropped the ball on some of the aspects. Like, don't get me wrong, New Genesis had potential, but there's like not enough story compared to the base game. It's very just there. It's very classic series in terms of story. Yeah, base and New Genesis will both fit on the Xbox. Yeah, and I played on the I have it on the Xbox Series S. There's the Hilda-Bear. It's just Buff Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. The Buffless. I mostly just do the fashion stuff. Like, oi, bad space monkey. There's a few things I will do for the fashion polls and stuff, but for the most part, nah. I logged on the Xbox, the Xbox version, just to get my flowing sword, basically. I used to have, it's now considered lost media, I guess, but according to my Steam thing, I do own the Phantasy Star Universe character stuff. You've exterminated the wild animals, yay. Cause I still according to Steam, I own the Vivian set still. And I'm like, well now, clearly I don't. Which seems kind of lame when you pull, when DLC gets pulled, more or less. It rustles the jimmies. But yeah, for the most part there, Jack, you can play most of this game in VR chat as well. I was saying that earlier. Thanks to you, can investigate the Central Dome at last. I wonder if the people of Pioneer 1 are alright. I wouldn't get my hopes up there. Is something on your mind? There was a pillar down on Raggle with strange markings on it? I guess this is a monument set up by the Pioneer 1 settlers. But that does seem a bit unusual, I admit. Well, we'll leave that to us. For now then, again, you did a good job. Please go and get some rest. VR chat actually has a map, at least of forest and I think caves, but it's fully spawned with monsters. The monsters will try to kill you. You can actually use the weapons in the game. You can level up. It's basically the whole game for the most part. I didn't get far because I don't have hand tracking, so I did not know how to wield a weapon. I just realized, was Phantasy Star Online the first isekai? In essence? Hey, Knuckles. Come on. It was the first console online game, too. Like, for RPGs. And yes, this game is not dead, as you can see. We still have people in the lobby. Yep, I'm on the private server. Damn it. This is easy. I want to change my difficulty. I don't like the fact you can't just back to the other menu. It has to, like... I like how it's got cross-play options, though. I'm surprised it's not playing Live and Learn. I forgot you could do that. I want to check something real quick before we're... Current events will be listed here. Oh. Nothing there. I was wondering if it was a Sonic one, because I remember way back in the day, same server by the way, that there was this event where Sonic would join your party as an NPC. That might have been PC though, that might have been Blue Burst. I do like the fact that they still have, I do like the fact though, Jake, that they still, or Jack, sorry, Jake, sorry. There's maximum attack. I don't think Online 2 ever got maximum attack. Because both Online and Universe got it. Alright, maybe go back to the story. Nobody has come back beneath the that's fine, it's just a dragon. Speaking of Sonic, you can just see the top of his head behind me. I've been waiting for you. You're the one of my dreams. Wait, wrong game. So what's happening? Since the beasts around the Central Dome have been exterminated, because we're just, Jack, we just came off of Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity, and since I got the good ending, we ended up back on Raggle, so I was like, you know what? Since I already got this GameCube with Ethernet adapter and all that, we're gonna go back to Online and just double check that story, because why not? Because I actually can do all episodes of the story. We've been able to send investigation teams to check things out. However, the door to the dome itself won't open. But we were able to find a teleporter that will send us below the dome. However, our advanced team wasn't able to investigate and had to return. Gee, you're just throwing bodies at this problem, aren't you, Principal? This guy's literally throwing bodies at the problem. Somehow or another, we need to get into that central dome. The council decided that sending more troops is too dangerous. No shit, Sherlock. And so, they've asked us to go, the best hunters, to go check things out. And so I've chosen you for the job. Find a way under the central dome and find out what happened. Oh, I know what happened. My secretary Irene has deals. Please speak to her. I'm counting on you. Yeah, because it's Sonic's birthday, there's our little blue boy. I can't get behind the counter. And Tails on the other side. Here are the details of the current mission. Use a teleporter near the central dome to go to below to investigate. I believe the principal's already told you this, but nobody has returned from the under area. We get it. I have a feeling this might be a very dangerous mission. So there's anything you can survive, make sure you survive. I just realized these NPCs are using the same idle animations as the human NPCs in Sonic Adventure 1. Who were supposed to look more like these characters, apparently. But they just look like scary. Not at all. Good luck. Oh, the lab has checked out the probe data that you recovered. Something that made the native and wildlife in regular turn violent. According to Pioneer 1's reports, the wildlife has been thought to be docile. What could have possibly happened to change this? I'm just noticing a really crap ad playing. What made the normally docile animals become so aggressive? Could it be a natural thing? I guess that's one possibility. Perhaps Pioneer 1 made a false report. I don't know why they would. Isn't it possible though? And we have Eggman and Knuckles. Yeah, the only annoying part about this though is having to constantly go back to the main lobby and then really make the team. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I actually made this VTuber model more or less though in Phantasy Star Online 2 first, and then made in New Genesis. Oh, already got this one. I'm also keeping an eye out for spells and stuff that I don't have. Oops. Oh yeah, and here's something that's changed a lot is the symbol arts from back in this day. Like we have symbol, like we take symbol arts for granted in Phantasy Star Online 2. Nothing like what we used to have. It's basically just like old tiny MSN emoji almost. I forgot this game had mail even back then. Huh. I don't like their weird faces. Yes, Rico, we get it. You don't like them. What do I have for gear? Ah. My gear sucks. I've actually haven't even bothered fighting a Dark Falls in New Genesis really because it's kind of like eh. They seemed more fun in base game. But I'm also not sure if it has something to do with probably New Genesis being like probably a completely different team. I've never had it be buggy. It used to be a mess when it first launched. Like, it was a huge mess when it first launched. No, nowhere near as bad as a Bethesda launch. But I do think, besides the online games, they have the potential to still do Phantasy Star single-player games. Like, the fighting mechanics and everything was still there. We just, like I said, we just came off the heels of Portable 2 Infinity, which was very story dense, surprisingly. Half visual novel, half regular fantasy style like this. And that formula seemed to work really well, though. With having choices to give you multiple endings and whatnot, because your choices mattered, unlike some other games out there where your choices quote-unquote mattered. Bastard. Also, you can get a bunch of points in the crit damage or your luck stat in this and constantly basically do crit damage. Yeah, I'm probably getting summer allergies. Yeah, for the most part, Universe also has a private server. No, doesn't have all the story content though, unfortunately. So when I covered Universe Episode 3, which is now Lost Media, I had to use archive footage when we covered that. We're basically almost done. Yeah, more or less, we're almost done every Phantasy Star mainline game. Oops, wrong game. base PSO2 though, that is going to take a long while. Heck, covering the story, and this is going to take a couple minutes, even me running around over leveled. Excuse me. Oh, what makes things even funnier though? There was a campaign before, and I think it was Phantasy Star Portable 1. And they had, you can get Colonel Sanders' costume and his cane as a weapon. And they did the ad with him frying rappies. Yeah, Japanese Phantasy Star is a little weird for the crossover content. Like, I didn't realize they were doing Fate Stay crossover content even back then. And then we had the magical princess outfit there, which was basically made my character half naked. Then the one costume in Infinity 2, I didn't realize I had on Online 2. And I'm like, oh shit, this costume really covers anything. I didn't realize they were getting that spicy on PSP, but then I figured Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity came out just a couple years, I think, before Online 2, so it's not too far-fetched. Why can't you guys behave like boos and not attack while I'm looking at you? Get up so I can kick you again. The Brave Ace here is just basically a science pistol with a glowing chamber. I did find it weird though that they, like I said to Aliens, that they changed the Flowing Sword's design so it's just a static color. This one has slight RGB to it. It's very faint, but it does pulsate between blue, green, and yellow. And again, I don't... Do I? A replica? Okay, this is a replica. The old design stands out more, where the new one's just a blue obelisk. This one's like clear, almost like I said, like a crystal or glass. But since there's so many different, I think that all the different versions you can pick up Aliens has different colors, slightly color different variations to them. Cause you can find like Flowing Sword AU, W, whatever, like different years or something. Oh wait, I'm not obligated with that. Let's see. Pull that up real quick. Online database. Item database? Weapons. Yeah, there we are. There's the Flowing Sword. Okay, so the actual Flowing Sword looks more blue, I think. No, that's a replica. Never mind. So there's the AUW-3060 all the way up to AUW-3084. And ooh, that one's... Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, they're all different. That's fascinating. Okay. I don't know when they just unanimously decided to make it all... Like, making like make. I don't know when they just decided to make them all blue. Cause was the original? I'm a little confused because named after Buddy. I'm assuming it was his sword, but as far as I know, I never played Blue Burst, so I can't say for sure. We'll cover that at some point. Because that's a shame, because I'll have to do the grinding quests. Unless there's a way to transfer character. Don't think so. Meow. Get out of here, sir. I just noticed it's raining and... Wait. Was it raining in the other mission? I see what they're doing with the fog and stuff to try... I think they're trying to make it appear like the clouds are blowing around. That was another thing this game did, Aliens, that was different from the time. It would change up the, even though the maps were the same, it would change up the routes you had to take to go through the map. Which gave it some replay value. I think each map has 3 different variants by default. 3 or 4 variants. Besides Force 1 for the most part. And the longer the maps, the more intricate the variants you get. So it got to the point where I played this game so much that I knew which way to go for every variant. Because like I said, me and my cousins spent a lot of time in this split screen. Another game I didn't realize which could do something similar to this was the Tales of games. Like Tales of Symphonia, for example. You can have other people use controllers on when you're playing the game on the GameCube, for example, and play as your party members, so you don't have to rely on the AI making decisions. But I think the overworld is still controlled by the main controller 1. But when this game came out, there was nothing like this. A split-screen RPG that could be played in real time, and you have the full game. You can even go online if you wanted to. Like, that was the main thing. We didn't have online, we didn't have credit cards or nothing, but because it was the split-screen thing, I don't think there's many other RPGs out there that you can play split screen like that with the 4 players. Meow. Split screen, besides like Nintendo, for the most part, is a dead thing. Soul Animizer. I should keep Soul Animizers on me. Valiant Frame. I have to find something better than Valiant Frame. I think... I'm not sure. Because I remember when I did this offline before, we only had like a couple episodes that we did, yeah. RPGs is such a weird one to have. But the fact there's a few of them that aren't MMOs does still make it kind of neat. Wait, I'm the wrong way. Like, this is a good example. I never actually got that far in a Tales of game. I had Tales of Symphonia. I think I still do somewhere. Oh yeah, I don't have any HP restored in this. Like, I think you can get them, but they're not very effective again to balance it out. I had the TP. Oh, good. It's called TP in this again. I don't have to call it PP. I don't know why. I have no idea why Universe decided to call it PP. every other theories in the series calls it TP. Rawr. Sir. Oh yeah, if you ever looked at the EXP graph for this game, it's kind of insane. My one Minecraft server version, I did more or less borrow some of the rates from this game. Cause like, well, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Fuck off, sir. I will smack you. I want the defense material, damn it. I thought my headset went out for a second. I was like, wait a minute. I don't remember what the cap is. There's only so many defense materials you can use in this, and then that's it. Well, not defense materials. I think there's only so many materials in general. You can't see it because it's buried underneath my HUD. I should rearrange this thing a little bit. I just realized if someone was to try to port maps like this to Left 4 Dead, it'd become a nightmare. Could probably be almost like constant waves. Probably every other room would be a fucking crescendo. Fuck off, bird. I just wanted to slap the bird. I didn't want to pick up all the shit around him. Oh, you little shits. Yeah, maybe you kill the wolf pack later. The other ones that are, if they're still alive, will howl to buff themselves out of anger. So depending on what difficulty you're on, if you're just soloing like I am, it's probably better to take out the pack themselves before the leader. Funky. Oi! I think you can get a mod in Left 4 Dead that replaces the tank of him. I didn't realize it until I was watching the other lore video, or the other video based on the old game, or the old version of Left 4 Dead. That I didn't know the Hulk, the guy who voiced the Hulk, voices the tank. You should remember this, dragon. 5,000 HP, eh? Oh, cool. The sword itself functions the same as it did in the other one, hitting multiple points. Nope. He's gotta do his animation. Rawr. No, my character doesn't have physics in this, but they decided to give your character physics in the portable games. Priorities, I guess. Meow. No, whatever, just tank it. The sound effect sounds so weak, though. Die, monster. Even dies the exact same way as in portable. It's like for his death animation there, if he lands on you, it can hurt you. You defeated the dragon, yes. Shit, I don't want to pick stuff up. I basically just need the money. Monies and grinders. Oh wait, how do you... Is it grinders in this? I don't remember now. It's been so long since I've upgraded stuff in this game. I don't remember if they used grinders back then. I think they did. Power material, that's always useful though. Yeah, playing at the server also gives like a double drop rate for stuff. So if I go up to higher difficulties, I'll definitely get some good stuff. My character though in this game was all leg. I'm just noticing though. She's all leg and butt. And the dragon, did it attack you? No, it decided to lay down and let me pet it. You believe the native animals on Wrangle attacked Pioneer 1? To defend their territory? It's possible, but why all of a sudden? Once again, you've done an excellent job. Don't ask questions where there's no problems. For your efforts, please accept a reward. Speak to Irene, she'll give it to you. Sir, you're making it sound like your secretary's gonna, like, give me a happy ending, like Christ. I'll keep you in mind for future jobs as well. I look forward to seeing you more of your skill in action. So, Principal Dude here is more or less what the president was in universe, like same position more or less. Great work as always. Here, let me give you this reward. I hope you're able to put it to good use. You got Breaker Blood. Thank you for the piece of shit. That's going immediately into Cell. It's like, thanks for the reward. Because this is still back in the day when... Yeah, quests still do give items nowadays in games too, but usually it's so RNG that it's not even funny. It's a common item. Go leave, go recreate the party known as Moo and continue on. Out of my way. I always thought these soldier dudes guarding the thing were kind of cool looking. I know they're rangers, but I don't think you can get their costumes in the game. They're just standing out here with rifles on their back. I mean, at least they put guards. You got $1,000. At least in gaining money. I'm gonna check episode 2 real quick. I'll probably be right back. I just want to see. At least they've managed to get a lot more out of the original game than I thought they ever would. Nope, no extra characters out here. Oh, there's Knuckles hiding. What's this? Shit. Shit! Shit! Oh. Oops. Yeah, you can't back out on certain things. I think, yeah, it's not a bunch of people on, but there's still people playing. Low-level quests. I don't know, ultimate mode stuff. Can't read that. Man, I kind of wish they would remake Sonic Adventure 1 now. I know the people who made Frontiers want to do another Sonic Adventure. I'm thinking in my head, come on guys, just give us a huge, like, open world version of like half New York, whatever you want to call Station Square there, and the ruins and everything else. Like, you have the potential to make something crazy good. Just do it. Subterranean caverns have been found under the surface of Regal. Please investigate further. Damn it, lady. Christmas mission. Wow. Fancy Star Bluebird's 3rd year anniversary quest. Stride across all 3 battlefields to save Regal from certain death. Yeah, because when we did episode 2, there was only like a handful of stories. I don't remember if I did them all in normal mode or in what. You're here. I'm very glad you've come. I was just reported to me that a series of caves was found on Regal. Wow. Of course, Piano 1 had never mentioned these in any of their reports. Those rebel scum. We still cannot get into the central dome itself, so we're at an impasse. Only choice is to send search teams down into those caverns. Perhaps we may even find the survivors from Pioneer 1 in there. Yeah, doubtful, dude. Please, I'd like you to join the search team, if you would. My secretary, Irene, has the deals. Please speak to her. I'm counting on you. I'm kind of doing this to find out the whole story. Let me explain the deals next mission. Order there, check out the caverns discovered beneath Regal's surface. We don't know where or how far they lead, so please investigate. Unfortunately, we know nothing happens down there. Yep. That's all. Good luck. Caves underneath the surface of Regal? I wonder what could be down there. More dragons. There are caverns that lead beneath Regal's surface? Maybe the people from Pioneer 1 took refuge down there, then. Dude, it's an uncharted planet. Would you really want to just run into a fucking cave and hope for it? I guess, given the situation, yeah, probably. So I can't blame them. Oh yeah, apparently, excuse me, the Dreamcast intro and the GameCube intro are two different intros. Because you figure the GameCube's episodes 1 and 2, the Dreamcast, the episodes are separated, so there's technically 3 different intros for this game. There's those fucking flowers again that had to come back in universe because you guys couldn't stay dead. Yeah, these ones in this game, in harder modes, they just flat out cast death. Fucking, the sharks are back. I can only assume it's because it was the 10th anniversary where they had so much Phantasy Star content in Portable 2. I wonder if they didn't have the speaking dialogue, if they could have did Portable 2 Infinity as DLC for Portable 2 1. Fuck you, Nano Dragon. I just realized these guys can hurt me, so I'm gonna go under the assumption that my armor is not that good. Fine. Fly away, you bastard. If you're gonna evade, I'll just shoot you. Wow, this cave is a treasure trove of discoveries. Also, the lava's animated in the GameCube version and not in the PSP version. Creatures that have never been seen by people, completely unknown animals. Oh wait, never mind, I know why. The GameCube is at least twice as powerful as the PSP. Never mind. They look like mutant forms of native animals. Perhaps the government kept us a secret? It's possible, but for what purpose? I just realized I can stand around on my photon blast with this charge up. Shark. Grass Assassin! Never changed, dude. He's been the same since Phantasy Star 2. I think it was 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2. Human-sized praying mantis. What more do you need? It's basically a monster from Australia. And the gorilla-sized bees from Donkey Kong Country. I don't even know what the best weapon is in this game anymore. It's been that long. I'm just sticking with the flowing sword because I've been rolling with it since Phantasy Star Universe. Technically, in reality, I've been rolling it with since this game. I think, yeah, it was Universe that kickstarted my playthrough of all the Phantasy Stars. We technically can revisit 1 and 2, but the PS2 versions, if should I ever want to. I don't know, it'd be kind of interesting just because they have cutscenes. I know that 2 did on the Genesis as well, but not like anime drawn cutscenes. Yeah, it's 2000s anime, but still. Shit, now we have a Y in the path. I don't know. Nope. A cheap way to get around enemies is to hit pause. Ooh, photon drop. I don't know what those. I don't even remember what those are for. Shit! Meow! Meow! Uh-oh. Yeah, in harder difficulties, that could have been really bad. Fuck off, sir. It is interesting how much Universe expanded on the combat of this while not really doing a hell of a lot to change the formula. Because you had strafing, you had lock on, and your spells could be learned more or less than leveled up instead of having to be manually learned per level. Like, it's tiny little things, but they didn't change the formula really. But they had a heavier emphasis on the story, which kind of started with the PS2 GameCube era anyways. More or less the PS2 era because the PS2 had the disk space. Which is why I'm curious to know how that generation would have went if Nintendo went with regular DVD sizes. I have a feeling it would have played out differently. Meow. Also, I do believe so. Fuck off, sir. Me realizing, oh no, I'm only in a hard mode, and they're hurting me. Ha ha! I'm in danger. Oh, shark! I hate you, grass assassin. These dudes look like they'd be serious Sam enemies. Or like something from another shooter, from old boomer shooter. The grass assassins totally could pass as something from a boomer shooter. Instead they're from a boomer boomer MMO. Like, if you get rid of the claws on the grass, actually not even, they're kind of like the Keel's, like, bigger brother, just slower. And yes, we will get to Serious Sam 2, etc. Traps are a little slow in this. Oh yeah, the star ratings. Duh. Hold on. What is my armor? Okay. It's at least 7 star. So I need something that's 7-star or equal now. Yeah, you can just MacGuffin mines by pushing start. Poisoned. Now my poison stacks, hit me with more. Casting's a lot faster in this, unlike Universe though. I'm assuming they made the casting slower in Universe to help balance out how much more powerful the spells could end up being. If you hear an alert, be careful. There must be landmines around you. If you can detect them, you can detect them to use trap vision. However, if you're also a cast race in this, you can just see the traps natively. You don't need anything for that. It's kind of busted for racial skill. Oh, we just looped. We just did a loop. Interesting. Okay. Cool beans. So yeah, there's like a couple different versions of the Flowing Sword, and I don't know how to get them. Hard shield. Oh yeah, wait. Guardian shield. Level 8. That way. This is the room, this famous room that's in every like version of this. Shiny lava. Sir! Making it very difficult to hit you. I think that water is using a metallic, that lava is using metallic texture with a yellow thing on it, and it works. Why did I think about that? I think my inventory's already full of shit. I have just enough range with the pistol to hit them and be out of their range. They do more damage to the fucking pistol. At least I have a higher DPS. We're gonna have to kill this guy, Ethan. Damn. Yeah, I think your accuracy affects your hit chance percentage with, like, projectiles and stuff. Evil sharks attack in obvious straight movement patterns. Don't get surrounded. I think every enemy attacks in obvious straight patterns. Wow. Oh, wait, can I go walk? That's a lot of lava. I didn't realize it went up that high. Huh. Yeah. You know, like, there's a lot of details in this game. Like, there's ceilings and stuff in this game that you can't normally see for the most part. Except for this room. This room looks like it just fades to black. And the grass assassins explode into little grass assassins when they die. This is more manageable, surprisingly. Nope, I don't have 4 people. Grand armor, yeah. Nano Dragon's a fierce monster. It becomes stronger as it oh yeah! The Nano Dragon levels up as it kills other enemies. I forgot about that. I have to just defeat it as quickly as possible. I literally forgot the Nano Dragon can level up. It's on no one's team. I also like the fact that these walls and stuff are ember glowing. Like, you don't get a lot of detail like this in modern games anymore. Of like, the caves are literally glowing with fire and ember and whatnot and lava. Like, you don't get this kind of detail anymore. You just get a generic like shader splashed over the whole map. Damn shithawk. This is making me able to pick these guys off pretty easily. Oh yeah, and guns didn't take PP to shoot in this. You could just blast. This does also follow the same kind of formula as like a dungeon crawler in essence. You tried, sir. I don't remember if it's during a quest or an event or what. I do remember certain areas in this game have invisible walls. Oh no, an enemy on the inside of the map. What do I do? Not care. Careful, the poison lily's toxic spit. No shit. Yeah, I already got introduced to that one. I also don't know what the item cap is during an instance, because after so long, the earlier items start to poof, so I don't know what it is. I think it's like 128 or something like that. Might be only like 64. Yeah, it was very limited, but I mean, like, hey, this was Dreamcast and GameCube. The Dreamcast didn't exactly have power behind it. Like, it did. The Dreamcast is the same power as the PS2, just it didn't use... Like, CPU-wise, the same spec, more or less. Actually, the PS2 might be slightly faster. Only slightly. They're both basically 200 megahertz machines. So basically equivalent to Pentium 1s. And the Dreamcast does have a lot more games that feel like true arcade games. Kinda in a way. The Saturn knows where the arcade really lives. He's just standing there menacingly. Blast him! Ancient Paralisa, money, money, money. Not much money though. It's kind of downside of playing on a easier difficulty. Ooh, what is that? What is that? Meow? Meow? Like, my character's not exactly OP compared to when I'm in Phantasy Star Universe. This is only a hard mode, and they're still able to hurt me. Again, I'm at the same problem I did. I have raw stats, I don't have gear. And I'm just basically relying on the raw stats to carry me. Teleported, but we didn't teleport to the next area. I am confuzzled. Why are you giving me all this stuff? Nope. I don't know if this game had destroyable walls. That might have not been possible yet. It's dark as shit. Damn it, Gaston. I actually don't even know what my photon blast is. I don't think. Well, actually, no, I can't say that. I'm gonna say Atlas enemies kind of spawn him like this too sometimes. Stop. My DPS is definitely high off the pistol. Holy shit. I'm enough. Cause I remember enough stuff to get a photon blast. You can also chain those in if you have multiple people with them charged up, like you can chain them together and just do a stupid amount of damage. Holy crap, there's a lot of assholes spawning in here. And then, like I said, if a nano dragon kills a player, does it get stronger? Or does it have to be an enemy? Unthinkable anyone else. This is a good room for a fucking EXP farm. Okay, that was a quest, that's why. Okay, I thought that felt weird. I don't remember that quest at all. No, Principal, he's just sitting in his room of beam of light. How did it go? I see. There are numerous underground magma tunnels throughout Raggle. These unidentified creatures that live within them. Pioneer 1 simply had to have known about these caverns. Or perhaps, well, it's best not to speculate. We need time to investigate this matter more thoroughly. I may call upon your services again. This dude, I just realized how wide this dude is. Till then, please go get some rest. My dude's slider for wideness is maxed. This is the room where Professor X sits in, Cerebral. Let's see, I think the first MMO I actually ever played was Ultima Online. Like, did it reset the drop each time I went back to it? Like, whoops. That could have been bad. Now. Now. Current events will be listed here. I could have swore there was a mission for Sonic. I'm not sure what's with the random like pound symbol. See. Oh yeah, stretch. Please get some data readings on the strange monument discovered in the caverns. Okay. Monument? Thank you for coming. Now, to get right to the point, the other day a team of hunters reported finding a pillar in the caves. This isn't the pillar you found on the surface. Our official word is that a monument built by Pioneer 1, but we know from the lab's analysis it's actually very ancient. We don't know we don't know much else, but the one down in the caves must be related. The hunters reported that then when they approached it, they were attacked. They had to run for their lives before they got a chance to investigate. Find this pillar that you saw and bring us back some data for us. The Secretary Irene has the details. Please speak with her. I'm counting on you. Apparently, the flowing swords from 3060 to 3084 are exclusive to the GameCube, Xbox, and Blue Burst. They were never in version 2 and 1 on the game, like on the original PCs. Interesting. Please speak to Irene, my secretary. Did I fucking stutter? Good to see you again. You've heard this story from the principal, yes? We actually don't have a precise location of the pillar, so please use that teleporter on the other side, on the other team used, and search the caverns to see if you can find it again. Well, I bet you. I think I know what it is. Oh no, it's trimmed on my side. You guys, it's not trimmed on your side. Okay, the aspect ratio is fucked up. That's why. Hold on. Do I have? Shit, where'd I put that other remote? There's actually a remote in charge of my GameCube's visual settings. Meow. Meow. Take those headphones off for a second. Let me attach this data collecting device to your gear. This little device will take complex readings. Just touch the monument and it'll activate this thing automatically. Now apparently the area in question is guarded by many hostile creatures. I don't think you need to remind you to be careful. That's all. Please come back safely. Damn, she's all caked up. Those shoes look uncomfortable as fuck, though. Oh wait, it's cut off for you guys. There you go. Damn shoes are just, you know. Another one of those strange monuments. This time underground. I guess it's too far out to say that this one was built by Pioneer 1&2. The pillar on the surface was built by Monument Pioneer 1. Why is there another one built underground? The crew of Pioneer 1 had to be hiding something. And these guys just have I just realized these guys are all upper body torso and like, because the way their coats are make it look like they just have really stumpy legs and really long bodies. Even the boots my character wearing are more normal looking than her boots. I have a feeling it's because these characters, like these NPCs, like Irene and the principal, might be original Dreamcast models still. And I think our character model and stuff got at least an update, because my legs look way better than hers. I basically look like a dark elf, I just noticed, because of the ears. I was trying to find that remote, though, and then I got distracted. I could have sworn I left it over here. Eggman! There it is. Just letting Knuckles pilot a shuttle over here was more dangerous than you could possibly imagine. Huh. Yeah, we have display mode 16 by off. Yeah, this is my GameCube's HDMI settings, just FYI. Mode pop-up off. Yeah, that was annoying. What happened to my... Oh wow, that really dulls it down. I mean, that's cool for arcade and make it look like CRT mode, basically. You know nothing, fools! It's chaos, the god of destruction. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, if you can't tell though, the input for the my GameCube is 640 by 480, but the output's 720 by 480, so it more or less doubles the output res. But yeah, it should be technically 4:3. I'm trying to figure out why. Hold on, let me other TV settings. Aspect ratio. Normal. Oh. Is that how it's supposed to look? Whoops. Hold on. I may have been capturing this game the wrong way the whole time for you guys. Can I not? Oh no, I can't. I think it's locked like that. Hold on. I think I know what's going on. Yeah, because I fixed the aspect ratio on my TV and it looks perfectly fine. So the GameCube is outputting the video fine. I know what's happening. It's the capture. Transform. Stretch the screen, sure. I still have it locked in, probably in the properties. Let's see. Is there a way to set the resolution? Or at least the aspect ratio? Oops. Oops. Oh, wait. I think I know what I have to do. Properties. Nope, that's still fat. Alright. Alright, fine. I know. We're out of time to be doing that. Let's stretch. There, that should be the resolution, the proper resolution now. Strange pillars, both on and within Raggle. What in the world could they possibly mean? That means the Eggman was extra thick. Just realizing that now. Eggman there, but on the other settings was just extra thick, boy. He's a hard-boiled man. Yeah, TV is weird. I'll leave it on point to point. Point to point is pixel to pixel rendering on this TV. It has normal, which is shows it as normal resolution. So it's just this is weird. The setup is weird that I have. I wonder if the other swords are stronger than this one. Also, I think there's a lot more spawn rate in this compared to Universe. Universe may have met Anthem, but just bulking up the enemies. But this also, it's one of the games where you have to clear all monsters to proceed. Universe, you could bypass some of those guys and just run for the exit in some cases. Shit, I should have went and sold shit. Oh well. Get out of here, sir. We saw these sharks a lot. And they gave these guys were faster and more agile in Universe. Like I said, they basically upgraded everything based off these games. Go sell shit real quick. He's still wide. There's not much you can help him with. He's now more round and wide though. In the other aspect ratio, he's more like Wario wide. This dude should look normal to you guys now too. He's not ultra wide. Sure. Shadow knife. I just realized I can just check to see if I have better armor to buy. Yeah, now the people don't look fucking crazy. This guy, I just realized, has no fingers. But I mean, I can't blame him. I only really need soul ammo. It's a cure-all. You the armor shop? So we have fire, ice, thunder, dark, and light elements. Oh no, he's got fingers. This guy's still rotund. That's the armor I have right there, I think. So very hard mode, probably where I'm gonna get my oh wait, I don't know if this is tied to my level. No, the shops are RNG, I believe. I think. I don't remember. Wait, where am I going? This way. These searchlights are animated. Random elevator. It's kind of wild how detailed the city is for how small it is. Like, you're only a little sector of this thing. This game, though, if it came out to Nintendo Switch 2 online, I could see it doing well. Because this is a GameCube title. And all it did is basically have the 4-player split screen online mode. Like, you don't even have to have the online functionality like they could. Just modify it to work. But I don't think it would happen because that would mean Sega would have to compete with themselves. That's one thing Sega doesn't do, is really compete with themselves. I mean, it's smart. Yeah, the DPS with the pistol is kind of crazy. That's another thing though, because there's no cooldown time besides in between your third shot and your next round. Meow. Stop. Ooh, yep, Dog Grinders does one right there. Ah, shit. So yeah, if you're not familiar, grinders are used to upgrade our gear. Die grinder is just like your mates. There's the mono mate, single, die mate 2, and tri mate 3, and the grinder system works the same way. If anything, the private server here is just getting free publicity by me being on it while online. That loops back around. Fuck off, there's always one strand of hair while I'm doing this. Yeah, my HDMI isn't a mod for my GameCube, it's literally just a plug-in adapter for a DVI port in the back. And it converts the digital signal into HDMI. That's all it does. Cause I didn't want to put a mod on the GameCube, or add the solder, cause like, yeah, I don't want to fuck this up. This is my second cube. Where did I put my first cube? This is room secure for it is for the moment. Yeah, 1 second. Let me grab a refill of water. And change that fan speed. I'm just thinking right now that I'm thankful this is not a Dark Souls game, because that would have been the perfect time for... Ooh, my character model just freaked the fuck out. Meow. I'm just thankful it's not a Dark Souls game, because if it was, that would have been the perfect time for someone to invade my game and just fucking roll me. So that door's locked. That way we came in, so we're going that way. The only thing I could see them adding for this, if they would, because the GameCube can do it, they have little flame effects. They could have added the heat effect too. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to remember that when I change from GameCube back over to another console, I'm gonna have to switch the HDMI capture. Now, you guys have a problem. You guys can't. I don't know if it's bugged because sometimes they can do the rush attack, but half the time they're just getting stuck. Oh my god, I can't tell if they're making the model flat, gonna make the model 2D, or if he's just going flat. Okay, he just can't do hills, the Grass Assassin. I mean, granted, this was early 3D for MMOs. I'm gonna talk about this is first 3D for MMOs, so there was bound to be bugs you could exploit. One thing you can really exploit in this game, though, you can actually run into rooms, take your shots with like a gun or something, and run back out and redo it, because the enemies in this game cannot follow you through doors. The enemies in this game are stationed basically at these zones that they're in. They spawn in, and that's it. Like here, this shark over here, the Goyle shark. Come on, follow me, sir. But I can't hit them either. But I can just do it. I can just step like a few steps out. So you can really use the door method to cheese this in harder difficulties if you were soloing this. Now I don't know if the OG Dreamcast or version 1 there had some of the stuff. I know it's got less weapon models because they didn't even have palette swap weapons. They just basically had the same model over and over with different names. Now, granted, though, the Dreamcast model game just had 300 megabytes less of space to play with. I think it's a 1.1. No, I think it's 400 megabytes less because I think it's a 1.1 gigabyte disc. I don't know if the 1.1 or 1.2s. The 1.2s, it puts it on par with the the PSP. Grab the money. Fuck off. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Out of my way. No. Bad Grass Assassin. Meow, 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 meow. Sir. Meow. Also, it's kind of interesting how fast shit spawns in this. Like, this is pretty fast, even for modern games. Like, the mob spawn in. No, it's because also in most modern games, they have to do like a little animation and shit before they can actually do anything. I'm already at 2.5 hours, really? Doesn't feel like it. That's because I passed out again. I really gotta get my sleeping schedule fixed. Yeah, I got the feeling it's starting to get the quote-unquote air conditioner cold. Yeah, I'm not a ranger, so I can't use shotguns in this, and I can't change my class or nothing. What am I? Oh, who knew? Hunter Nuo. So I mean, I have the hunter stats, but I'm also a little bit better in magic or tech. Magic, same shit. I don't know why I tried to attack that. Ooh, I wonder. I also realized we might have to revisit Resident Evil, and not for not for RE9. We still have to revisit it for RE7 at some point. But no, Resident Evil 1.5, I believe, was found finally. It was apparently canceled before, but it was basically complete. I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed that 9's happening and it takes place with the Outbreak files, so we might have to look at those two at some point. Just to be fair. I thought the spin-offs, because I was kind of hoping that we would get a Code Veronica remake or a 5 remake before 9. But hey, we have an Ashford. That's more enough to kind of get me interested, because I have the feeling it's going to be more than just nods to the other one. And given the time, I don't know what the time frame is either. Like, is it still modern Resident Evil, or is it taking place in the past? I don't know. Fucking crap ads I see playing. On my monitor. I have a stream monitor too up. The monitor is what other people see for the stream, so it's just like, come on. Really? 3 ads in a row? That kind of, not gonna lie, that bugs me. I'm not interested in Moana or Disney, to be honest. Okay, that's back. 3 ads though, ew. But I think that if you have the slightly longer ads, not as bad as YouTube ads though, aliens. YouTube ads, like I could be watching a documentary and get an ad that is literally a half an hour long. I'm like, are you fucking for real? I'm like, huh. I know it's for art, but there's I was like, I wonder if Picarto there has ads for streaming stuff. I've only ever streamed once on there, and that was because I was playing a game that was spicy. Because you're in hell and stuff, there's like all kinds of screwed up imagery and stuff. I'm like, well, I can't play that on here. Like, so what can I play it on? Because it's not like it was like a lewd game, it was just because if you've heard of the game Agony and Succubus and stuff like that, it's all in the same universe. I think I was playing Agony on there. Like, frig, I don't want to have to make a fancy just because my games get too spicy. Sorry. Other site. No, that's the thing though, like, when you're playing a game and you just get blindsided by, like, a spicy scene, what do you do? Polyfoily slime tends to charge attack at plus range. That's not good for rangers and forces, be careful. But no, like, that's the other thing, like, I remember when Cyberpunk dropped there before. And a few people got the smack hammer. Me realizing now I'm gonna have to. Ooh, special weapon. Photon Claw, okay. I'm not sure what the numbers are for. Oh yeah, you can hit these goo guys with magic and they'll duplicate. It basically has the body of chaos from Sonic Adventure. I think the Hunarl here has automatic TP regen, even if it's slow. I think that's one of the racial traits for her. Stop trying to glue me in the spot. Even this looks like another area that would have been in Atlas. Dragonflies. Do you think they're 2D? I'm pretty sure the dragonflies. I can't tell, to be honest. I found sprites to them when I made my HUD. Yeah, my HUD is basically like a 1-for-1 copy almost. Ooh, jellyfish. That's a neat effect on the roof. The water reflection, light, the water light. Meow. Oh shit. Well, shit indeed. Draw. You know what sucks about that though? is when you have to edit something for YouTube. I don't have an editor, I'm not rich. What would you drop? DB saver. I'm still not sure what the numbers are for. Meow. 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 Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Also, my TP basically fully regenerated on its own. So the silver boxes always contain like common crap. The other boxes tend to contain better stuff, and I don't think red boxes existed in this world yet. Rare boxes. Rainbow. That's what's missing. That's the only thing that's missing. Hold on, let me get back in that other room. I gotta check. Not the dragonflies. Yeah, I'm assuming this game didn't have jiggle physics because of performance. Because you figured it would have to calculate the physics at this time, in this time frame back in the day. 99th, or yeah, 99/2000. I don't think they had the processing power to actually pull it off. Online. Oh no, never mind. Wait. There is waterfall sound effect. I'm like, I gotta fix my model. At first, like, I don't think there's a sound effect for that waterfall. There is, but it's just meow. 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 I just realized there's no sky. And if you're wondering what I mean, let me back out again. Shit, you guys can't really see it because it's being blocked. You can see in the top of the room, I just pulled the game down. It's just greed void. Die, monster. So I wish there was more Castlevania fan games. I know there's shit tons of Sonic fan games and Mario fan games. Specifically Super Mario World has the most because I think people just love the Kaizo stuff. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, thanks. All clear. All right. Now, I gotta do a few other things before bed too. I do kind of miss the block function though, the parry function that Portable 2 gave us. Yeah, you can have 3 photon blasts per I'm also temporarily invincible. Look at those gold sparkles are coming off of me. Sir. Oh, the heal ring. You'd be surprised how happy we were when we were playing this game to see a heal ring. Because we would be exhausting our supplies pretty fast. I just also noticed how fucking enormous this sword is in this girl's hand. It is fucking huge. It is bigger than her. I didn't even realize that. Also, it's blue down here. I just realized. Does it reflect the environment in this game? I think it does. I think the ambient light plays a role with it. Yeah, it totally does. Because look at. That's something that it doesn't do in any other version. It doesn't change according to the ambient lighting. That's neat. Huh. I never imagined that a trap would look like a switch. How devious. Nah. Die, monster. Just take it. I haven't found any new spells yet. Rawr, shark. Meow. Hold on, what is my next level? To next level, ooh, like 3.5 million EXP. Yeah, it takes a lot of EXP to level up in this game. The characters on the monument, I don't have any idea how to proceed. I need more samples. Yeah. Well, I'm not going in that one yet. Hell, someone could probably port the levels from this if they really want to in the Atlas with mods, and it probably work just fine as long as they have the regular enemies spawn in from Atlas. That is. Wow! I forgot those even had the traps. Also, you guys might not be able to see it, but you can actually see in the water that I'm standing in little raindrops from the water dripping from the ceiling in here. Another nice little detail. Wait. Shit. Ooh, a die grinder. Yes, please. I forgot there was traps that can follow you. That's a lot I've forgotten about. I haven't found the pillar yet. Am I supposed to go through the warp? You can manipulate the slimes pretty easy. Because they will stop and pop up after X distance from you. Meow. Shit. That way? Cap's unsure of which way to go now. This one. All right, now what? I don't think in all my life I've ever found one of the other flowing swords. I think I've only found the replica I'm using right now. These rooms just scream boss fountain to me. Ooh, new magic. I don't remember these missions being this crazy. Meow. There's the pillar. Ah, fuck it. Damn it. Come on. Rawr. We thought that Ragol had been devoid of any sentient life. But look at that pillar. It's just like the one in the forest. We could have built it. Another civilization must have existed here. But there are no traces of anything built outside the forest. If there was a civilization here, that's kind of strange. I'm going to decipher these markings with the crude tools. With these crude tools. I don't recall ever doing any of this data stuff. You got monument data. Like, I don't recall ever doing any of this in the first playthrough of this. Okay, now what? Just backtrack? Ah. Yeah, definitely need to go the very hard mode at least once and see if I have anything for better gear. Cause at least that way I can cheese it. You're back, safe and sound. Good job. We'll send this data over to the lab immediately. Perhaps they can learn something about these two pillars. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you're safe. Pillar down in those caves. Just what does it all mean? Did Rico know about these pillars as well? I wonder. Well, she clearly did because she left fucking notes. It looks like the new data you brought back should help us. Maybe if some of my hypotheses can be made conclusive. Oh, never mind those for now. The situation just gets worse every day. What's the point of this? Forget the investigation. We should just leave this planet. I mean, this guy's sinking. This guy's got common sense. Like, fuck this place. I'm out. I know I'm paying $100 for it. Oh no, they're only worth 10. Nah, shit. Alright. No. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see some of the NPCs in this are definitely still Dreamcast models, because why else would be these so pointy? Like, what do I have in the fucking bank? A can gun I can't use yet. Yeah, we have a storage capacity of 200. Not much. This is just a hunch I have, okay? Pioneer 1 didn't want to report the ruins or their plan to excavate it. Someone's hiding something. Did you know? It's been rumored that Rico left a lot of messages on Regal. Her messages must be important clues that'll help solve this mystery. You keep telling yourself that, buddy. So what should we do if Regal isn't the place for us? We can't go back and we can't go proceed. Where's home now? On this ship. There are probably other ways to make money anyway. Increasing your experience is probably more important. $1,000. Now, everyone else is offline already. Yeah. I wonder how busy this server gets still. Like, it's a valid question. I do know this game was outperforming Concord when Concord was out. Like, that tells you something kind of bad. You know what? I'm gonna. We're going to ultimate mode real quick. If I can get some better armor right now. Oh yeah, the sky and all that changes. Daytime. I forgot about that. Which is kind of weird because now the city in the background is gone. Oh, I forgot the entire environment and everything change. Really? It's like I came here looking for better shit. Well, shit. Oh yeah, I cannot do ultimate mode on this character to you right now. I'll get raffle stomped. Oh yeah, new environment area too. Like the day times change and everything. I think at every level now. Yeah, those are the boomas. Yeah, no. Angry turtle. Die, monster! I don't think I should be able to, I don't... This should not be working, just FYI. That's the cheese. Just die, sir. Please? I want to know how much EXP you drop. 207. Ew. That ain't gonna put my kids through college. Okay, same capsule information. Yeah, I'm not doing ultimate mode, just FYI. I just want to see if I can get better gear. And the answer is no. No, I cannot. Fred, yeah. Already been live for 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna have to call it for now. It is interesting that we're... Wait, did we... Wait, does that does that mean we landed the ship? I'm confuzzled. I am very confuzzled. Pinguman. Oh wow. Wait, do they? They still have the soccer game and shit here. Meow. Alright, what's this dude? What are you? Ah, wait. Oh. Okay. I was curious. Is it block 4? No. Windmills. Ooh. Ooh. Fish. 5. Red. Yeah, I've never actually looked at all the lobbies, I'm sorry. Ooh. Raggle? Also, I was not paying attention at the background, it all changed. This kind of looks like the part of the arc. Alright. Meow. Alright, ooh. Well, that's, the rainbow. Interesting. So is each of those dome things out in the background another block, I wonder? Because there's a red one that might be actually the case. Sorry, I am stained glass. Neat. Okay, I didn't realize each of the lobbies were themed. I was trying to see if they had the lobby from the ball game. What was that one? Ah. Mel? 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 Where are you? Oh. Okay. I see. Oh, okay, this is the lobby I remember. It still exists. This is like this. I think this is the version 1 lobby. You can also get to it on thing on VR chat. It's so tiny. All right, I had my fun. Yeah. Big stretch. I remember this game specifically would said in the manual to always go back to the title screen before quitting because you could lose save data on this game. I'm like, that makes sense. It's an online game. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it tonight for us, guys. So we'll be back with more probably tomorrow. We have more story to find out because as far as I can remember, when we first played this offline, there was like nothing interactive like this. Like, I know for sure, yeah, there was nothing interactive. But I mean, just for the story quest alone, it seemed like very different. And I can verify that after the fact, so yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So have a good day, a night, whatever time it has to be when you watch this, and we'll catch you on the next one. So goodbye for now.